Hey guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars Black Series figure review. Today we've got the 13th Battalion Clone Trooper. Alright, so before we take a look at the figure itself, we'll take a look at his, of course, gaming grades packaging, and we'll do that right now. Alright, so for the gaming grades packaging here, we do have, of course, 13th Battalion Trooper on the bottom, Jedi Fallen Order, gaming grades logo, Black Series. If we move on up, there's the window, Black Series there, and gaming grades there. Flip it on this side, we got the mural picture with Fixer's arm or Sev's, one or the other. 13th Battalion Trooper here. And yeah, nice looking picture right on the side. And that's the hallway from the video game. 13th Battalion Trooper, Jedi Fallen Order right there. 12. If they put this at number 13, that would have been better, but I mean, that's just a joke. But yeah. There's a bigger picture of the mural there. And there's his bio. If you want to pause, go ahead and read it. And yeah, we'll set the packaging aside, put that in the gaming grades mural line, which I'll show in my collection tour. And yeah, now we'll take a look at this figure's accessories and articulation. Alright, so for 13th Battalion Trooper here, he does of course come with his standard clone blaster. That's all this one comes with, but I mean, at least we got a blaster with him, right? So, of course it's the standard mold, but yeah, it looks great with him and it'll fit nicely. And now we'll get into the detail of the 13th clone. Okay, so here we do have, of course, his helmet. He does have this triangle here, all in mustard colors, sort of. He's got some yellow on the side, some silver there at the breathe ports. Black line across the helmet too, which is what I know people love the most. Silver there at the mouth, black paint on that side, like a V sort of coming down on the back and to the front, and also sort of on the shoulder pads and bicep areas. But I mean, yeah, I like this design of the trooper. It matches well for the figure from the video game. And yeah, standard clone armor here and everything. Nothing we haven't seen before. It's just repaint. Yeah, there's also some coloring on the legs there too. Also the V right there, as I mentioned. He's got a standard belt here. And yeah, all the under the thighs are just regular white paint. But yeah, we'll take a look at the 13th clone's articulation now. Okay, so for the articulation on this figure here, he of course is going to be the same because it's a reused clone, but he does look about that far, and he does look about that far down. There is a ball joint there at the neck too. There's of course the Tamora Morrison head under there too. There is some side to side, and the ball joint of course, which allows him to get more movement. Then that's how far he can go up, but it starts to warp the shoulder pad, but we're not a big fan of that. That's why Hasbro is doing the new thing for this, like they did with the Stormtroopers. But elbow can go about that far, and of course there is some side to side here, and also at the wrist. Side to side at the elbow, yeah, and at the wrist. There is some up and down over here at the trigger finger. There is a ball joint here, but it can go back and that far forward. It can hula hoop about that much, which is regular because this is how we've seen all the clones do. There's some thigh swivel here, and the knee joint can get about that far back and can do some side to side. Watch out for that knee pad. You don't want to snap it or tear it. And it can go back about that far down and about that far up, and it can rock a tiny bit. But yeah, that's the articulation for this figure. This is the standard articulation for the 2020 clones, nothing we haven't seen before. But yeah, what I do want to try is do this as a clone trooper. He only came with a regular blaster, so I'm going to test and see what he looks like with the other ones. So of course, this is the regular clone blaster he comes with. It looks good. And here is the long rifle. I know he didn't use it in the game, and you never see any of the clones use it, but I mean, if you want to have a display and have them use this long rifle, that's what he's going to look like with it. And honestly, I gotta say, I kind of like it a bit. I may not have him with that on the shelf, but yeah. Here he is also next to with a pistol, and if you wanted to like put a pauldron on him or a comma and make him like a lieutenant, commander, whatever you want, because it's your figure. But yeah, we'll get into some scaling. So here's a 13th Battalion clone on the left next to a Jedi Survivor battle droid, and on the right the KX security droid. Here's the 13th Battalion next to some Jedi Fallen Order characters, the Knight Brother Warriors, and Archer. And here he also is next to another 13th Battalion clone trooper, and Clone Commander Bly because the yellow does kind of match and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching another Star Wars Black Series figure review. Today was the 13th Battalion Clone Trooper, and please, if you can, like, subscribe, share. We're so close to 30 subs, and just thanks for watching. Go ahead and watch another video if you want, and like I mentioned in my Umbra Arc video, we do have a Discord, and that'll be in the bio or the description, and you can see free thumbnails for future videos. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for this review, and Commander Cycle out.